Okay, we're going live tonight for Monday Night Raw for February 27th, 2023. What the hell was this episode of Raw? It was like a roller coaster of a awkward episode, I want to say. I'm not gonna do a video tomorrow. I know I want to do Lockdown 2010, but I want to take a day off, basically. So I'm announcing that. So you will see a Lockdown 22 someday. Welcome to the live. Well, later in March, basically. But anyways, it was in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and the stuff we got on Raw makes no sense. We're 2 months away from WrestleMania. 2 months! Well, 1 month now, because February's up, basically, because there's one more day left, and like, anyways, we see footage of Lita and Beth Phoenix, or Lita and Becky Lynch. What the hell? Beth Phoenix? What the Becky Lynch and Lita entering the building earlier in the day, and video package on Friday where Sami Zayn tried to talk some sense into Jimmy Uso, and then you know, whatever. We get the first thing we saw Jimmy Uso and Umaga Jr. Solo Sikoa. They talk about, speaking of the tribal chiefs, be here this Friday to remain everyone. They run SmackDown, yada yada yada. And then I was like, oh, let me guess. The Street Profits are gonna come out. I was stand corrected. The Street Profits came out, and we get for the 78,000th time, because we can't have another this match, even though it's not the full Usos because it's still play in there. Jimmy Uso and the Street Profits give them a decent match. Well, granted, but we've seen this match how many fucking times? Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa versus the Street Profits. I mean, it was a decent match, but we've seen it how many times? It's always repeat. Enough said. Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa wins after Solo hit the Samoan spike on, I want to say it's Angelo Dawkins, I want to say, yeah. And then afterwards, the Bloodline attack, double team them, and then Kevin Owens comes out of nowhere and attacks Jimmy Uso with a stunner. You know, get 1 year ago, Stone Cold wants you to stop using a stunner or whatever. You know, let me say it again. Never mind, Kevin Owens, that you lost to Stone Cold Steve Austin with the stunner. Should you stop using it, basically? And then they show a recap of the Elimination Chair match with Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley, Hillbilly Brock, basically. And then out comes that certain hillbilly with a cowboy hat for some reason. Sits on the couch and MVP's music hits. And I'm like, this better not be true. Because I'd rather not have this match be at WrestleMania. He stole Stone Cold's move. But let's get to this serious part. This better be a ruse to do another match with Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. Right? 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 No. Lesnar, he still can have his way with Omos. Lesnar can go with any man, and then Lesnar can destroy. Lesnar laughs at the feet of MP, by the way. It was funny. And he says, and Brock says, don't only does he accept, but they should strike. I think Bobby Lashley will come out. We get the match. with Brock Lesnar and Omos. Fuck! Moving on. They have a Giants. Well, before that, Becky and Leah are talking about their match later tonight, and yeah, I know about Lashley's OL rematch for being hit in the family jewels, but that is getting old. It's called storytelling. Then they have a John Cena will be live in Boston next week on Raw. And then we get Cody Rhodes versus Chad Gable? Let me repeat again. Cody Rhodes versus Chad Gable. Yeah, but how many times? They should have saved that for WrestleMania. They should have saved the rubber match between Lesnar and Lashley at Elimination Chamber, or at WrestleMania rather, not at Elimination Chamber. I did not care about this match, really. Cody wins, and we're 33 days away from WrestleMania. Rhodes has yet to stand in the same ring as their opponent, the Roman Reigns. So Reigns is on SmackDown this Friday. Rhodes he's going to be there. So then Baron Corbin looks frustrated. Corbin, has a message for the WWE Universe. Corbin said things hasn't been going his way. People are saying the thing JBL said, but whatever. Owens said the Bloodline should be worried about the consequences, and yeah. So something from the Judgment Day. And then another WrestleMania Hollywood with Montez Ford and Belair spoof Titanic by referencing the scene. Yeah. Did not care. It wasn't as funny as the Seth and Becky one with the Joker parody. And then Judgment Day is backstage and they all talk about what's going to happen with those three. And we're getting, oh my God. Finn Balor asked Edge if he thought this was over at Elimination Chamber, but Balor challenged Edge to a match at WrestleMania. So at least we're getting that conclusion finally. It better have a stipulation. Better be a Hell in a Cell, but yeah. And then Otis is outside the trainer's office in the creepy ass male models. I like that parody. I think it's funny. Well, it did that in 2005 also when WrestleMania 21 was in Hollywood also. But yeah. And those creepy ass male models said they'll be in his corner for his match tonight. And never mind. Anyways, Asuka versus Carmella. This should have been a squash. I love Otis as a model. Hilarious. Oh my god. That's why in the hell is Carmella getting offense on Asuka? At least Asuka won, so that's good at least. And Asuka gets on the mic and then calls out Bianca, and she comes out, and Belair says she doesn't like Asuka's tone. You can spell WrestleMania without whatever. And then fucking Carmella shoved Belair into Asuka, and Guess what? We're getting another match between Belair and Carmella. Anyways, Piper. Anyway, we're also getting a WrestleMania edition of Miz TV and whatever. Then Piper never versus canceled. Right? It was this. Bleh. And his won, so there's that. Anyways, so Jark, talks about how Otis challenged him to a match, and the Jedi shows up, and Gargano into the film. Damian Priest said he could drop him again, like at Elimination Chamber, but Balor challenges him, and he said. Then the Miz TV segment, and the Miz is going to be the host of WrestleMania. How many hosts have we got for WrestleMania? There's one with The Rock, Hogan twice, with Titus also. New Day, Alexa Bliss, I believe also. I think it was 4. Actually, 5 if you want to count Hogan and Titus, actually. But yeah. So there's Miz is the 6-1, basically. Seth Rollins comes out and, yeah. Miz calls Logan Paul on FaceTime. Fucking hell. Rollins, John and Paul accept Rollins' challenge next week. Paul accept Rollins and bye bitch, and he curb stomps Miz, and yeah, thank God Seth Rollins curb stomped that fucking idiot in the floor at WrestleMania or whatever. Bobby Lashley versus Elias. Did not care about this. Lashley squashes Elias. And then Lashley grabs the microphone and says he's not in a good mood right now. Lashley owns Brock Lesnar Elimination Chamber. Instead of Lesnar tap out, he resorted to a low blow. And what's more of proof his dominance over Brock Lesnar, he gets Bray Wyatt playing his kick games. Lashley doesn't play little kick games. And Lashley leaves the ring, but Bray Wyatt appears on the screen doing the Muscle Man dance, and Lashley in it. I thought we were going to see the ugly bunny rabbit. I want to make it funny, but yeah. I mentioned before, we already mentioned the Carmella Bianca match. Otis versus Johnny Gargano. It was just whatever of a match. Gargano wins because Dexter Loomis sneaked up from behind one of those creepy ass models. It was funny to me. Anyways. And then Paul Heyman, she asked for a comment on Cody Rhodes. Heyman said this is his favorite time of the year. Heyman said Rhodes will confront Roman Reigns. Rhodes never said he confronted him. Heyman said Rhodes will confront Reigns and Reigns will confront him. Yeah. And then we get the last match of the night. The Women's Tag Team Championship match. Laughing emojis. Becky Lynch and Lita versus Io Sky and Dakota Kai from Dance Control for the Women's Tag Team Championships. I just want those fucking belts to go away like the 24/7 title. I was funny when this guy was the champion. But these belts are fucking cursed, basically. This was a good match. During the match, Trish Stratus runs down to the ring to even up the odds. Okay, fine. And Trish hits. They need to bring him back. He's still injured, but yeah. She hits Bailey, so good. Leah hits the moonsault on Io. Well, Becky got Dakota Kai in a disarmer. And Leah is the champion in 2023. okay, this is a fine, good match, but Leah's a champion in 2023. Okay, whatever. But this Raw. Ugh. Wow, didn't think they would get the belts. So basically, yeah. I did not like this episode of Raw, basically. Glad they did. But I'm giving this a C. I'm giving this a C merely because the main event. But it wasn't great, but it wasn't too bad. First off, for what they should have done with the Raw and SmackDown Women's title scene for WrestleMania, it should have been Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. And if you're not going to do Charlotte versus Becky, my other choice would have been Charlotte versus Asuka because of the history. And they re-uploaded the WrestleMania match from 5 years ago. And why couldn't we get that match at WrestleMania again? I hated the Brock Lesnar segment. I was hoping that Bobby Lashley was going to say, you had not gone. What I was trying to say. I hate that Brock Lesnar segment. And I saw a tweet from the Club of the Man 1993, which I'm hoping one day he comes to my streams also. He said, we're seriously going to do Brock and Oma. He combined Stone Cold's spear move. And I retweeted exactly who wants to see this match. And unfortunately, he's not going to come here now, but the stream is basically almost done. So there's not going to be nothing for tomorrow because I need to take a day off basically. So you're not going to see a regular review till the beginning of March, which will be Lockdown 2010, the continuation of Abyssomania. Okay, cool. Abyssomania. Fuck! So Wednesday, 2 days from now, will be Dynamite. Probably be pre-recorded because I want to take a break from these live streams for a while, basically. Maybe not. Curses again. Hey man, I have to tell the truth, basically. You all be careful what you wish for to me to go through the shit year of 2010. Anyways, I'm done for now. Like this, comment, subscribe, and bye. And hopefully 2K23 comes out soon, basically. Laughing emojis.